Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm gonna tell you the difference between artificial neural networks, the recurrent neural networks and the convolutional neural networks. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. So the first type of neural network we have is called as ANN, and it stands for artificial neural networks. So it is the simplest kind of neural network that we have. Okay, so if we do not talk about the simple perceptron, then this is the simplest kind of neural network that we have. So in artificial neural networks, what we have is that we have some inputs like this. Then we have some weight values and that goes here, and then after that we have some bias. And I have explained in my previous video that why do we need that or how that does that work. So you should go and check out my previous video. Now if we talk about a function of a single neuron, here is very easy. Is that it just first of all it weighs the input that we have. After that it sum up and then add the bias, and then we use the activation function to make it non-linear basically. Okay, so if we will not use the activation function, then we cannot make it non-linear, because non-linearity is achieved by the activation function. So activation function tells when to activate a function, when to activate a neuron or when not to. So this is the pretty easy kind of neural networks, and I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to make neural ANN from scratch, and this is also called as MLP, that is called as multi-layer perceptron. Okay, so this is the easiest kind of ANN, and it does not work very well with if you talk about natural language processing or image processing. So for that we have different kind of neural networks that are better in those kind of jobs. So let's talk about the next kind of neural network. Is that what we have is RNN. It is called as recurrent neural network. In this what we have is we just pass the values to the next layer, then pass the values to the next layer, then pass the values to the next layer. So this is the simple ANN. But in the RNN we do not do this, but what we do is we get let's suppose this is the input. We generate some output from this part. Okay, and then the output of this again goes to this part. So this is going to help in natural language processing, that basically we use RNN in natural language processing, and it is very useful. Now let me tell you the reason that why it is useful. Now let's suppose let's take an example. If you ask Google now that who is the president of America, okay, so he is going to answer that it is Donald Trump. Now if you will ask again that what is his age, then it is going to give you the correct age, because he understands that you are asking about the same person that you have previously asked about. Okay, so it knows that you are talking about Donald Trump. How does it know that it knows that because the data that has been provided. So let's suppose the output was okay, so you put let's suppose you put in the question. So now let's apply the example here. We gave the input that okay, what is the age, sorry, who is the president of America. Okay, and it gave us the answer at this layer. Let's suppose the answer was Donald Trump. Okay, so and then it again feedback that information to here, and we asked another question that what is his age. Now as we have previously provided this information, it knows that we are talking about Donald Trump. So it knows that okay, it knows what answer to give you, or whose age are we talking about. So it knows that. Now let's see another example here. Um, so this is how generally it works in the code. Like first we will provide the first letter or the first word. Then the output of this is going to the next word with the next word, and then it is going to generate that. Then the output of this is going to be given to the next layer. So the output is going to be given to the next layer, and then it is going to generate it, and it is going to go on like this. So if you can see that what we are doing here is nothing but we are just using the same network again and again and again. Okay, so this is how it is able to process natural language very well, because it can understand the context that you are talking about. Our RNN is improved by, you can say that we now used LSTM, and I will talk about them when we will discuss RNN in detail. But yes, LSTM are kind of RNN but with some differences. So I'm gonna talk about them in detail in later videos. So now the third and the last kind of last kind of neural network that we are going to talk today is CNN. So CNN is convolutional neural network. Now what is the use of CNN? Basically we use CNN majorly for image classification, because it can extract data from images, or it can extract patterns from images very well. Now why do not we use ANN in this case? The reason for that is, let's suppose, what is the problem with ANN? Let's suppose we have this image, okay, and it has 1 in it. Now what we did is we took all the values of the pixel and fed it as a fed it to the ANN. So it will give you the output that okay, this image is nothing but 1. Okay, now what happens is that, let's suppose you have an image like this. Although this is also 1, but ANN is not going to output it as 1. It can be anything, but it is not sure that the output is going to be 1. And the reason is that because we just use inputs that we have here, and we use the outputs. So what not the output, but we use the weights of the neural network. So what it does is it just learn a pattern, like okay, if this is the value that we have here, then we are going to have 1. Otherwise, if this one is, let's suppose, here, then again it is not going to give you the output, because you can say that it you know you can say that it overfits the data. So I think that it should be clear, but don't worry, if this is not clear, I will explain this in great detail when we are talking about when we will talk about CNN. Okay, so but what happens with CNN? In CNN, let's take the same example. In CNN, it does not remember the position of 1, that where 1 is. Okay, it does not remember that okay, if in this image, if some parts like these are active, other are not active, then it is going to print out 1. No, it is not going to do that. But what it is going to do, it is going to uh, learn the features that 1 have. So it is going to learn that okay, 1 have like this shape here, then it has a perpendicular line here. So it is going to learn all of these details. Now when let's suppose now you are passing the same data again, let's suppose here. So it knows this shape, that okay, this is the shape that we saw here. It does not learn the position of this, but it learns the shape or the quality or the features of the image that we are gonna talk that we are gonna take. Let's suppose we have a dog. Okay, so let's suppose we have a dog, and so we have a dog. Now it is not going to learn the position of the face of the dog, that where in the image it is. But what it is going to do, it is going to learn the features that okay, dog have let's suppose ears like this, or nose like this, or anything like that. But it is going to learn the features that okay, dogs most of the dogs have fur, or it is going to learn features like that. And how can we learn those features like that? We learn those features with the help of kernels. Now kernels are very important in in convolutional neural networks, and without them convolutional neural network is not possible. So I hope that it is clear why do we use like CNN, because let's suppose let's suppose we have 1 here, we have 0 here, we have 0 here. So because the values after training and the values of the weights are fixed, it is always, let's suppose, going to follow this path. It is always going to follow this path. But what we did is, what we are saying here is that even if the one is here, not here, but still we want it to follow this path. Okay, so this is what we are saying here, but it does not do that very well, because the weights are not trained on those kind of details. But in CNN, with the help of the kernels, it is able to classify, okay, that it knows that, okay, so dogs will have a face like this, or cats will have a face like this, and it is going to pass that information again and again and again. And we are going to find many kind of features, and those features can be anything like the color of the dog, or the color of the cat, or the fur, and the kind of fur they have. It can remember the details in the image, but it does not just remember the position of the particular object in the image, but it remembers the details of the object. Okay, so I hope that it is clear, but if it is not clear, don't worry, when we will talk about them in detail. And I'm gonna also create ANN, and most probably I will also make a video of CNN from scratch. So if I'm gonna do that, you will understand them very easily and very clearly. But yes, for the understanding purposes, I'm definitely going to create ANN from scratch. And I have also created CNN from scratch, but it is not that easy to explain. But yes, I'm going to explain it in the future, so don't worry about it. And thanks for watching, and this is it for this video, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.